Hello and welcome to this chess video. I'm going to play a standard game here, and I'm going to be playing against a fellow YouTuber, the HangingPawns channel, so HPY is his lead chess account, or HangingPawns YouTube. We're going to play a game with a time control of 15 minutes and a 15-second increment. And yeah, Stefan has a very nice channel. He's up to over 5,000 subscribers, just like me, and he has some very nice opening videos, and he's been doing, been just working really hard lately and cranking out a lot of very good content. He's also an improving player. He picked up the game at a rather late age, so I think his actual feeder rating right now is I think it's a bit underrated at the moment. But anyway, 15-15, and it's going to be a random color, so I don't know if I'll get white or black. Yeah, the lighting might be a little bit darker than I intended. The lights were changed in this room today, and they're not as bright as they used to be, but we'll fix that later. But we had already scheduled this time, so I didn't really have time to readjust my surroundings. Rated or casual, I don't care. No, let's just make it rated. I mean, challenge accepted. Ooh, I get white. Yay. Okay. C4 or D4. Let's go with C4. It's a bit more what I've been playing recently. Yeah, I wasn't actually sure what I wanted to play if he had the white pieces. So C6, looks like he wants to play the Slav. I'm not really playing mainland Slavs these days. I'm usually always playing G3, but I'll play Rf3 and re-evaluate. So it goes D5. So G3 is what I'm usually playing. Most likely I'll play that. D4 we would go towards theory, but I haven't been playing it that much lately. So I'll go with C3. Let's go with what you know. Even though I don't know that much. No, I know a lot more. It's like every good player says, you know, I don't really know that, but then, you know, like 5 extra moves from that current position. Okay, now F6, bishop G2. No need to waste time on that. I will play this move. So now he can play bishop F5, bishop G4. On bishop F5 I like to take on D5 and play queen to B3. This is what Marin suggested in the repertoire books on the English. You can take with a knight, but it's not considered very good because it gives white kind of a free hand in the center, with black not having any pawns to contest the center. So now queen to B3. There's actually a very interesting line here that I have played myself with black, and it is play knight c6, And the idea is, after queen takes b7, to play bishop d7. And black gets some initiative for the pawn. The queen will usually come back to b3, then rook b8, queen d1, e5. We might have a look at that if we have a post-mortem, which I'm sure we will. We have Simon Williams fan watching. I'm a Simon Williams fan, so guess we have two. So the main move is queen b6. But I have a lot of experience in those lines and those structures. You can also, it's possible to play like queen c8 or queen c7, but you risk losing some time because the queen will get exposed on the c file later in such lines. So I was thinking about what to do. b6 is not the move you want to make. That's a very positionally ugly move. You might get away with it, like b6, knight c3, e6, but you always have to worry about, well, both this diagonal being exposed and also this one, because you moved a piece that's protecting c6. Now I'm just trying to remember the colors on Lichess. I haven't made the arrows for a while. Okay. Got the colors down. Got him down, yo. Okay. So it's normal to take some time here if the position is unknown to you. Because yeah, the next move kind of dictates what will happen. And queen to b6. There's also an option to play d3 and let black take on b3. Both lines are recommended in the Marin books, but I prefer this one. I mean, this looks dangerous, but it's not really the threat isn't really to come into here. It's more that the knight stands well there. Because black can always play knight a6, he doesn't have to worry about losing material, but I have some blitz games probably on my channel in this line. And my moves will be castles, d3, knight b5, a3, b4 in some order, bishop out, probably f4, e3, and go from there. Usually white is playing for control, especially of these squares, e3 and d4 and e5, and black is usually setting up with e6, knight c6, the bishop comes out. Just gonna castle, that's gonna happen anyway. And we can save some time for a later stage. Okay, the knight comes out to c6. Now knight b5 is a normal move. I perhaps rushed a little bit with this move, because maybe you could have gone rook a5 there. Didn't have to hurry at all. So I'll play a3, or maybe d3 first. Yeah, d3 first. So in these lines, white doesn't play d4 because it's more important to have the pawn on d3, and you will control the d3 and e4 squares. Notice that black has two pieces that might want to use the e4 square if you were to play d4. Also, the diagonal for the bishop here would be open, and I want to have a green diagonal for the bishop. So this diagonal will be open for the bishop. So the pawn is much better on d3. Okay, I'll play a3 now. I want to play a3 b4. If bishop e3, knight d7, maybe bishop f4. Bishop e3, knight d7, rook fc1, he castles. b4. Some stage, what will usually prepare e4. But this should be a very pleasant line for white. So now, okay, like I said, the knight, oops, oh, I did something. Okay, yeah. The knight on b5 is just standing there, it stands well. It's controlling d4, also, you know, poking some squares, but not threatening anything. And the knight on f3, mostly eyeing these squares. But we need something for this guy. It can come to f4 or to e3. Thinking I might want to put it on f4. Maybe I should put it on e3. Knight d7, b4 maybe. I'll play here. Now the thing is, okay, he can play bishop c5. No, then I take and play knight d6, so I can't do that. But okay, if knight d6 wasn't there, then I would probably move the bishop again and then regain a tempo by playing b4. Also, if he plays knight to g4, oops, I'll probably go d2, maybe f4, probably d2, and then play h3, push the knight away. I'm not really super worried about time in this position. So probably knight d7 is what he has to do. Keeping the TV on just for extra lighting. Oh, it's pretty dark outside right now. It's 7:40 in Iceland. I think I'm an hour behind my opponent. So okay, there's not much tension. This is a rather positional game, but it's more or less my style. So okay, my rooks are most likely going to c1. Which one? I'm not sure. Probably the a rook. Okay, that's a normal move. Okay, c1. Here, Nc5 B4. Okay. Just quickly checking. I like a move like this. I'll play B4. There's no worries about this because the knight always. Why do I always do that? The knight is always covering this pawn. Don't have to worry about that. Is there a way to eliminate all arrows? I should work that out. Okay, castles, very normal, very normal. Let's play P4. And the idea is just to take away squares from the black pieces, both C5 and A5. On the other hand, you might be able to play E5, but that's not always what you want to do, because that also undermines the pawns, especially D5. But what else to do? So E5, I'll probably go bishop D2, E4, knight D4. And things start to open up. Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, play C5. That's the critical move. Maybe my bishop would have been better on D2. But okay, I'm gonna write bishop D2, and if E4, I play knight D4. Takes, let's say takes on C1, rook takes C1. No, I can't do that. Bishop D2. E4, knight D4, and he's starting to get a bit loose. So here he should be careful. So yeah, but now I need to regroup a little bit with D4. I feel like this weakens this diagonal too much. I think this was a mistake. Rook C2. There are no tactics. The knight doesn't have anything. Takes on C8. Doesn't have a good square. Play rook C2. Doubling, but then what? Maybe I'm also playing bishop C1. Well, then maybe he goes E4. No, he can't go E4. Knight takes D4. But it takes on D3. I really want my knight on d2 and then to go to c4. But is it so important that that we're playing bishop to e1? Knight b8. Okay, rook c2. e4 takes x. I'm not super happy with how I played this. Knight h4 could be an idea, it's a bit extreme. I'm not sure I want to do that. Okay, maybe rook d1 and then bishop e1. Bishop e1, knight d2. The problem with bishop e1 now was disconnecting my rook, so maybe he would just play a move like knight b8, challenge the c-file. I can't allow that to happen. Oh, I just realized one thing that could be very annoying. Crikey. Yeah, that's a good move. Because he could go here, maybe here, and hit my bishop. Hit my knight. And this is like the only piece that can inconvenience my knight. So I have to go here. Let's say he goes knight b8. And I go, okay, then I go knight e1. Okay, I'm playing this very closely. But okay, if I get the move, I play bishop e1, knight e2. But he might go bishop d5 here. He could also blunder here, play bishop to d5. And I take on e5. It's a very plausible move. It looks like you want to challenge my bishop on the diagonal. But bishop d5 would be a game-losing blunder. So maybe rook after d8. Protecting d7. That's the problem with bishop d5. Knight takes e5, bishop takes d2, g2, knight takes d7. So rook after d8 would actually protect the knight on d7. Move like bishop a2. I'll just play rook b2. It's not a very productive move. Doesn't do anything. And you'd simply have to go back and you would have gained nothing. Yeah, but it's clear I misplayed this at some point. It's not normal to play rook c1 and rook d1 is not very natural, and rook b1 had to be played. So I'm not really happy about that, because usually I play these positions quite good and keep the tension on black. G5, aggression and station. I'll retreat again, knight d2, and again if he if he goes for this bishop d5 move, he loses on the spot. Okay, I'll continue with my plan, knight to d2, opening up for my bishop. Maybe I should play rook c1 first. But now I'm sort of ready to regroup. Place the knight there. No, okay, maybe he wants to play bishop d5. Okay, can I play knight to c4, bishop takes and pawn takes. Rook after d8. Rook c1. Here, bishop d5, knight c4, bishop takes, knight takes. Bishop takes, king takes, I mean. Should I play this rook back now? Now if he plays knight d5 or bishop d5, I take and play knight c4. If he plays bishop d5 I take, if he plays knight d5 I don't take. So whenever a knight lands on d5 I play knight c4 and he can't defend this and this. Okay, the pawns on the king side, I'm not really worried about them. They are gaining space, but I'm not really being threatened with anything. Now I think I can double the rooks. Knight d8, I take on c8, probably. Knight b8, I can double. I'm pretty handily up on the clock as well. It is a 15-second increment though. Oh, he goes for that one. What was my intention here? So I want to play e4. Double. I'll double the trouble. Maybe I should have spent more time. But now there's like an extra issue because I don't have a tissue. Okay, just superficial threat on d6. Don't really expect him to miss that. I think then I will play e4 myself. Let's say, yeah, he plays something like this. I'll play e4. He takes, pawn takes, and I'm threatening e4. It's actually a bit annoying for him. e4 takes, d3, can you do, no, I don't take with check, Putting take. Play e4 himself. Take, pawn takes. Yeah, this is a very risky move. Maybe I should think about it a bit. Okay, my knight is still strong there. e4 takes, pawn takes, e4, pawn takes e4, pawn takes e4. Might have a rook penetration there. No, also I don't. Yeah, e4 takes. En passant, I'm talking about e4 d4, f4. I got two. Okay, I got e takes, g takes, pawn takes, knight takes. Slightly shaky. Bishop f2, f4 takes. Okay, I think I have to like risk it for the biscuit here, so I'm gonna play e4. So you can take on passant or take on e4. If he takes on e4 with I'll take back and take on b6. So he had to do this. I'll take here. So we have this threat. So probably he has to go e4. And my question is, do I want to take it? I'll probably take it and play knight d2, but not immediately. d4 is also an option, but I think I want to take, hoping that the pawn is a weakness there. So bishop f2 is very passive. I don't really want to make that move. And he might go knight e5 also. Actually, I might have found something there. Bishop d2. No, I need d2 for my knight. Bishop f2. Knight e5, knight d4. King here. Bishop c3, is that a move? Probably not. Not even sure I'm better anymore. G4, 95, 94. King f6, rook f2, knight f3. Bishop f2, 95, 92. Bishop f2 is such a passive square. Don't want to do it, but need some freedom for the knight. Or do I? Bishop d2. Maybe g4 is the move. 95. I can't see anything working for me. Just to make a move. $95, maybe I just have to take it. Maybe I just have to take it. $95, $94. Okay, and then take. Well, I don't know. I think at this stage it's just about, you know, who will make the mistake. Okay. Was thinking knight d2 here, maybe knight d4. Knight d2, he wants to take on e3 with the rook. Might do the old switcheroo in that one. Knight d2, rook takes e3, knight back to c4. Rook f3 or something, bishop takes b6. Or knight takes b6. Bishop takes. No, knight takes maybe. Okay, I can also swing the knight back if he takes with the rook. Then take here. Okay. But the situation is getting a bit hairy. 94 is also a threat here. Although there would be plenty of compensation. Have to watch my clock now. We're getting down there. I was expecting that move. You have to take with bishop on b6. And let's just do that. Do we have any? Any other ideas? Maybe rook e2. Knight f6. Rook e2, e3. No. Maybe rook e2 is the move here. Maybe it's not. It's getting very complicated. This is a very risky move. I'm not sure about it. So b6 is hanging, but maybe there's no rush to take there. I think there are more chances to go wrong. With this move order of things. So now this guy is under attack. Plenty of ways to go wrong. King f5, knight d6. If I get the e4 pawn, then yeah, I'm probably much better even winning. But there could be like tactical problems. Rook e2 did open up some tactical problems potentially on the c file. But it seems to me that okay, plays that. That's very surprising. No take. Might have a better move. No, I'll take. Because he might go king f5, but then I have knight d6 immediately. Actually, it's not so easy to find the square now. I resigned. Well, I actually wasn't sure what happens after king f6. Probably a take on g4 and things are falling apart, but I'm not sure it's losing. But yeah, things are starting to become difficult. Like king d7, probably even rook d1. And this guy hangs. Yeah. Okay, let's have a post-mortem and have a look at it. I'm gonna take a quick break and come back, but we'll have a look at the game. Okay, we're back. I got a lamp, so maybe the lighting is a little bit brighter. But yeah, I already requested the built-in computer analysis on lead chess, and according to that, I had a 15 average centipawn loss versus 25, and apparently he had 2 mistakes. Let's quickly see what the computer considers to be the mistake. First off, rook to f3. When he should have taken on b4. Okay, we'll look at that later. Something I didn't consider. And then they have g4, which, yeah, looks like a game-losing blunder. Okay, from the top. From the top. So the English opening, he went for c6, and usually I go g3 here. It doesn't really matter much. Let's turn on the opening book. I think I'm not in the way. No, it's okay. So knight f3, of course, is the most common move, but g3 is what I usually play. Knight f3 is usually in that it, of course, prevents e5. And actually black would switch lines after g3, e5. So okay, d5, and here my choice is to play g3 and play the Reti Slav, or to just go d4, and we're playing mainline Slav, which I haven't done for a good while. And I don't know if he plays a semi-Slav e6 or if he takes, but if he takes, yeah, a4, bishop f5. I used to play this line, and okay, I mean, okay, but okay. I was fairly okay with these lines. I think, yeah, queen g7, g3 is the line I played. This old thing, d takes, knight takes, bishop f4. Bishop g2, f6, or g5, the Morozevich line. Yeah, I mean, I know like this far into some ideas, but of course there are plenty of other lines. I decided to just go with g3 because that's usually what I play. Knight f6, bishop g2, and here black has a choice. He can take on c4, which many people do. Those lines can be sharp, and sometimes black is trying to hold on to the pawn. White has to sack it. There's also bishop f5 and bishop g4. Bishop g4 I like to play against have some tricky ideas there. But he played bishop f5. I took on d5, which is the most common move. C takes d5. Let's eliminate these best move arrows. No. Okay. And queen b3, yeah. Play queen b6. I took, which is the most common move. Knight c3 is also possible. Knight c3, e6. I don't think e6 or knight c6 matters that much. I castled. Yeah, d3 first is more common. Again, not sure if it's much of a difference. And yeah, maybe knight b5 is probably premature, because I'm not really threatening anything, and he might be able to play rook a5 and maybe just win some tempo. Okay, the rook is stupid, but probably my knight has to go back, which is not good. So let's just okay, play rook c8. I would not be surprised if the computer says rook a5 here. And it does. And we have an equal game. Probably I'd have to play knight b to d4 to justify this move. But he played rook c8. And might transpose after d3. That's one game between 2300 players. Played h6. It's usually a move to give the bishop a square. I'm not sure it's completely necessary here, but I also don't think it's a mistake. Let's see, did I have something good? a3. One of my inaccuracies apparently. Best move is bishop e3. Bishop to e3. Probably knight d7. Rook f1. Okay, that's what was played, but let's see what the computer says. It's just skip this a3 b4 business. Maybe I don't need it. Rook f c1, rook f1. What does it have such a big plus? What if I just develop like bishop e7? Okay, let's see. Okay, knight fd4. I figured as much. And the bishop moves. Knight a7. Okay, but you can take off the rook. Still knight a7. And then I take the file. Okay, this is the kind of position I want to have, the c file, and then I can come back here. Yeah, this is a very, very comfortable position for white. An endgame edge. Okay. So a3 b4 was perhaps it's usually needed, but maybe I played it too early. So a3, bishop e7, now bishop e3. Let's see if the computer wants bishop e3 or bishop f4. I think we need to go to at least f20 to for it to mean anything. Yeah, it's pretty similar. It's actually switching over to b4. Yeah, okay. I mean, bishop b3 can't be wrong, but maybe, just maybe, it was time for me to think about a move like knight after d4. Let's say you take, I take, you have to move the bishop, you don't want me to damage your pawn chain, here or here. It's not much of a difference. And here maybe f4, which is a thematic move. Yeah, I should have played it like this. Should have played it, let's see. Then I can play b4 and, you know, sort of, this is the type of position that white loves to get in these lines. I'll play b4, put something on c1, and I have control over e5. I misplayed it. I allowed e5 too easily. I thought, you know, he would weaken his position, which is kind of what happened. But well, only after some mistakes. But this is like a very common idea in the Reti to play f4, and I have many games where I'm playing like this. And yeah, I talked about earlier in the game, you know, there's control over d4 and e5. I completely let go of that idea. So okay, I played rook a1, he castled. Still I should play knight fd4 and f4, I think. b4, now e5. Okay. Yeah, so now the computer actually thinks it's close to equal. And now I'll start to not play the best moves. Yeah, I'm curious maybe what I should have done here. I did think briefly about this idea, but kind of dismissed it. I don't know why. Okay, let's say it takes. Maybe just f4 is such a good idea that I can live with this. Computer seems to like it. Yeah, f4 is coming, which will either undermine d4 or attack the bishop or block the position. Yeah, interesting idea, like shades of Spassky Fischer, the Benoni game where he played knight h5. Knight h4 would be the similar idea here. Well, not similar, but it will have some relations, let's say that. Okay. The computer also has bishop e1. It's actually the top move now. That's what I wanted to play. But let's see. Okay, why did I turn the computer off? Bishop e1. I thought maybe he could challenge me, like knight c2 b8, which is, or knight f6. Yeah, of course. No, this one. He challenges the c file to just get off it. Can I do that? Because takes. I didn't think that was good. Okay, maybe I keep some match here. I can take a c8, play knight x4. So let's say I play, this is the third choice. Let's say I play here, and what happens here? I can take on e4. Oh, nice tactic. Take here and take on d4. We have a fork. Okay, yeah, so I can defend the square indirectly like this. Of course, I missed that idea. So this means that I didn't have to play rook d1. I played rook d1 so that he couldn't challenge the c file. Okay, then he played bishop e6. And now my idea does. I wanted to play this, and knight d2. But now he had this idea. And all of a sudden, bishop a4, and I didn't see how I defend this guy. So I just played rook b1 rather quickly here. And I was also trying to keep a time match in this game, so g5. Computer doesn't like it, but I don't think there's anything wrong with this. I mean, he's just gaining space and it's not really weakening anything, so it should be okay. Bishop e1, f5, knight d2, and knight f6. In many cases, I could be and should be worried about a knight landing here, but with a bishop and the knight, I think I have sufficient coverage of the c3 square, so I shouldn't have to worry. Now I thought my rook, was no longer useful at d1. The only idea was to connect the rook, so now I go to the c file. And he starts to bring the king, which, it seems logical. Yeah, we should mention this idea with bishop d5. Let's say here. He could never do that. I think I take on e5. Let's have a look. Yeah, knight takes e5 wins. Like I mentioned during the game. With this guy hanging. That's why I thought maybe he would at some stage play maybe rook d8. But okay, so now we have had this position, king f7. Here I double the rooks. And still, I mean, I like my position still, but somewhere I went wrong again. Rook b to c1 inaccuracy. Should have played. Okay, I can just take with a rook. Why didn't I play this one? Because now I have two guys attacked and he has to do something about it. No, actually I'm not attacking this, sorry. But he has to defend b6, how does he do it? Bishop takes, maybe I can play knight d6 there. Yeah, that's what I missed. I saw it later in the game, but okay, so knight c4, he would have to take with the bishop, and take with the rook. Now I have the bishop pair, but the most important factor is the light squared bishop. I like this position, and then I'll double. Yeah, I like this position a lot. This is what I should have done. I don't know why I was just so hell-bent on doubling the rooks that I didn't think about things. Okay, now it takes. And knight d5, knight c4. So we have kind of this standoff, you know, I'm attacking stuff like this and this, but he's just defending it. And he doesn't have to worry really. King e6. Yeah, I didn't really see any way forward, and I was slightly worried that I would lose my chance to play e4 if I did something else. Yeah, I briefly thought about bishop d2. Even though it's positionally ugly, I thought maybe even f4 there. My intention then was just to go back and maybe put the knight on e4, but still it's nothing too drastic, so f4 is probably a good move. So yeah, I thought I should strike, and I think the computer seems to agree here. So e4 has to take on passant, fe, and now I want to play e4, and then I can take on b6. So e4 makes sense. Computer also has f4, which is more tactical, but e4 makes more sense for a human. And I thought I should take because at least I have something to play for in some positions. A weak pawn here. Bishop f2. I really didn't like this move. I did consider g4, but I just didn't see. I was always wondering about these lines. If I play knight d4 check, king here, just didn't see any problem with rook f2. Maybe he has. No, then I just pin myself. You just play this. Wow, and this is pinned here, and I'm in trouble. Yeah, I didn't see anything particular. And if I have to take, he takes. Rook takes, king takes. I didn't see anything special. Okay, I have bishop g3, but oh, you can take on e3. What's wrong with me? I have knight d7 there, but yeah, maybe you even have to take with the knight. Yeah, but I don't have anything here. I just couldn't see anything here, so I just played bishop f2, sort of just to make a move, just to it's passive, but at least I'm protecting this and freeing this knight. So it's no big plan. I was just basically making moves and, you know, trying to go forward. So here rook f3. Here the computer says bishop takes b4. This is something I did not consider at all. Knight c takes. What's the point? Okay, knight d4. Do I have to get off the file and then what? King, okay, let's say rook e2. Okay, just knight d3. Very calm. Rook c2, maybe the other knight. Oh, wow. Knight takes f2, rook takes f2, rook takes c4. Yeah, this would be devastating. Wow, okay, this didn't cross my mind even. This is too much of a computer tactic to see in a 15-minute game. Wow, yeah, okay. What happens after it? Still says it's around equal. Should take on b6. Okay, very complicated line. Okay, irrelevant in a way. After rook f3, I should play g4. No. G4 Rook D2. Rook D2 threatens to take on D5. And he has to go back either with the rook or the knight. And white is doing very well. Okay. Yeah, if he moves the knight, I'll take on B6. Okay, I missed that idea completely. Wow. Okay, here my pieces are starting to work all of a sudden, so yeah, okay. Knight D2. He took an E3 and I went back. Initially I wanted to take on B6, but yeah, I was happy to find this rook E2 move just looks a lot stronger. I mean, B6 can wait, I can take it later. Since he can't play E3, I can take it and the rook is hanging. He faces some problems. For instance, King F5, I have Knight D6 winning. And Knight F6, which he didn't play, then I can take on B6. And it starts to get tricky for him. So yeah, after G4, just falls apart. King F6 was the only move I could see. Other moves I can, yeah, like King here or here, we have Knight D6. This looks like it's attacking the rook, but we defend it and take on C8 then. King here, I thought maybe something on Rook D1, yeah. Didn't see any way to go forward here, this just wins. So the only move is King F6. What's going on there? Yeah, we mentioned Rook takes G4 after the game, and yeah, that's actually just game over. We have this, okay. Yeah, okay, so I mean, a tough game. I was expecting a tough game, so no surprises there. And yeah, it was actually a lot of fun, and I'm always open for co-oping with other good YouTubers, and I really enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed the game if you're still around. It's a Tuesday now. I think I might play Title Tuesday. I'm in a chess mood now. So yeah, thanks for watching. Thank you, Stefan, for the game, and I'll see you later, guys. Bye bye.